Cheesematters, we've got the blues, some of the best Australian blues, a lovely selection here. And if you're not a blue lover yet, perhaps you're a blue beginner, let's talk a little bit about the blues. Blue cheeses have been naturally fermented with a lovely natural blue malt that's added to the milk during the making. And you get this beautiful mould peppered throughout the cheese, which gives it flavour and also helps it to start to mature. If you are a beginner, look out for mild blue cheeses, and starting with a blue brie, such as this one, is a really good idea. It's a brie style cheese, it has a little bit of blue in it, just for that added kick. This one's a lighthouse blue brie, or you might try something like an Australian gold creamy blue, which is really handy to have in the fridge and quite ready to eat. Then you can move on to a more medium blue, such as Tasmanian Heritage's traditional blue, or a stronger blue. And I have a couple here, some Endeavour, and you can see this is a beautiful naturally rinded blue, and a Roaring 40s that has been coated in wax. Blues will vary as to how much veining they have in them. This one is actually quite evenly veined and will have quite a gutsy flavour. The veins might vary from a greeny colour to blue or maybe even grey. It's important to just try and give it a go and look out for the different styles and have a taste. So let's make something using this wonderful little cheese. This is King Island Dairy's Roaring 40s Blue. It's quite a full flavoured cheese, and I love it because it comes in a little wax round, and I can keep it in the fridge and use it for when guests come over. But you can see it's got a lovely creamy coloured centre and some nice gutsy blue veins in there. Because it's actually been matured in wax, it actually has a slightly sweet flavour, so it's full flavoured but also quite sweet, and I quite like that. So we don't need the wax, we'll get rid of that, and I'll come back to that cheese in a second. This is a lovely little starter idea, because often we're racking our brains for starters, aren't we? And it's char-grilled pears with blue cheese and prosciutto, and I'm starting off with a little bit of ciabatta, which we're going to slice diagonally into thin slices. I'm going to brush it with a little bit of oil. I'm using a light olive oil today, the Always Fresh one, which is quite nice, and a light brushing on each slice of the bread on both sides, and then onto a char-grill pan. Press them down a little so that you're going to get those lovely char-grill marks on the bread. It's a really good way to freshen up day-old bread as well, to turn them into lovely little bruschetta this way. So I'm just going to arrange 3 slices on each serving plate, just on top of each other. Now let's sort out the pears. Beautiful brown Burr Bosque pears that I'm using today, which are great for cooking, and they've got quite a elegant shape, I think. So we're just going to cut those into quarters. And look, you can, if you like, take out the pips, but they really don't worry me. They just give a nice sort of look to the pears, I think. Dust them liberally with icing sugar, yes, icing sugar, and then pop them on the char-grill pan. We're just going to char-grill those until they become nicely caramelised. I'm just going to honey some hazelnuts now. You can use walnuts if you like, but these are some whole hazelnuts, and I've toasted them lightly in the pan prior to this and cut them in half, rubbed off the skins, and we're going to add 2 tablespoons of honey. And just a tablespoon of water just to thin out the honey a little. Now, if you're lucky enough to have a beautiful flavoured honey like a truffle honey, it's delicious in this recipe, or just a lovely dark honey if you can find one. And now back to the blue. I'm just going to crumble this blue, and because it has quite a creamy body, it can be a little bit sticky. Certainly keep it in slices if you prefer. So now a little bit of prosciutto. This has been thinly sliced, and the pears are beautiful. They're all caramelised and sticky, And this is where you need to work fairly quickly so that you can serve it. Just roll it in the prosciutto. Just position a pear on top. Now crumble some blue, and you really need to be prepared to be licking your fingers after you've touched this wonderful blue, and it's all over your fingers, I have to say. The thing about blue cheese, it really does love something sweet, and the marriage of pear and blue cheese is just amazing, as too is honey. So because the blue cheese can be quite piquant and almost peppery, it's just lovely to just finish it off with a drizzle of honey and those beautiful toasted nuts. And I guarantee you that is the most beautiful way to serve blue cheese as a starter.